Hello, I'm Rosa, and welcome to the Wonderland Chronicles. Now, I wanted to talk to you about my experience with gaslighting. Now, I only know my experience, and I am a woman, and there is data out there that suggests that women often are ignored for these sorts of things. And I was one of them. So just wanted to tell you my story and also to tell you how to kind of fight this story because we tend to even gaslight ourselves. So, and it's easy to do because in our brains is this societal idea that we've got to take care of this ourselves, and we are being emotional and we do have a lot of stress, and maybe we aren't handling it that well. But the pain is real, then this is real, and you deserve the help. So I had a physician that I was going to early on with, to be fair, didn't present very swollen. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and I didn't present obviously that way. And I was having more gut issues and a very stressful time in life. But there was no, sometimes stress comes and there's just no escaping it, I had a death in my friend group, and it was just a lot happening at once. So he told me, he just kind of ignored me, honestly. I would tell him my symptoms. He took all the vitals, the usual vitals, and nothing seemed wrong. He didn't order any tests. He just decided I was stressed out and asked if I meditated and did yoga, which I did. I did all those things. I might get a little mad during this one. Anyway, I did all those things. I was doing everything I could to take care of myself at that time, realizing that I definitely was going through some really big stuff. But often in autoimmune disease, what triggers our immune disease is trauma. And it can be physical or emotional trauma or both. And for me, it was both. I started out with a injury that I thought I got an injury in a shoulder, a torn rotator cuff. But I didn't even get a test for that. My doctor didn't even refer me to get an MRI to see if that was the case. And then it seemed like it spread to the next shoulder, and then it to the ankle. Somehow I was like, now I'm injured in my ankles. I don't understand. So what I did get was a referral to a physical therapist. And so this is about, I don't know, I think it took me about a year to get diagnosed. So, which is short, if you can believe it, that's short for most people. And when I ended up at the physical therapist, I had done so much Googling by that point because you start to feel like you're dying and you really don't know what's wrong. So I have been Googling everything, trying to understand why I can't drive anymore, why I can barely put dishes up into a cabinet, why I walk slower than the 80-year-olds in my neighborhood. And then I was seeing rheumatoid arthritis come up over and over again, and I was feeling this systematic situation that was happening in my body. So when I got to the physical therapist and described what I've described to my doctor and to you now, he said, well, what do you think it is? And I said, I think it's systemic. And he said, I do too. And then he says, and anything else? And I said, I think it's rheumatoid arthritis. And he said, I'm going to refer you to rheumatology to get tested. And I was one of the lucky ones. That test came back positive. I could have been, there's so many people that it doesn't, I could have been searching and searching forever. So once I got into rheumatology, I had some options on how to heal this, on how to at least stop the progression because it was getting worse. So I really do think what set me back is that when I heard from that first doctor, you're stressed out, are you meditating, are you doing yoga? I said to myself, that must be it. It must be my mind. It must be that I just don't know how to handle stress. That's such bullshit. I just have a body that has a little bit of a chink in the armor that's predisposed to flip a switch when stress is hard. It shows up in my body. That doesn't make me weak. That doesn't make me any less capable of handling stress. The stress of life is unavoidable. And I can meditate and do yoga and have elimination diets forever and still have the disease. So I just want you to believe in yourself, believe what you're feeling, believe what you need, and don't be afraid to go to other professionals to get this looked at. A physical therapist referred me. So try other people. And like I said before, when you're tired of advocating and when you're tired of searching, yeah, take a break. It's a lot. So just know I'm here to believe you. You can be believed. There are people out there that will listen. Just keep trying and have patience with yourself and others. I did go back to that doctor. I took an appointment. I made an appointment just to tell him that I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and then I never went back to him again. I think they should know when they mess up. So you could do that too.